Mm, okay. Why is it okay? Have some time. Save. This should be okay. Okay, so YouTube is fine. Let's turn that off. Let's copy this one. Yep. Okay. Where's Discord? Discord. Uh, Give me a second. I'm gonna like turn off the microphone a bit. Hey, okay. Okay. We should be working fine. Okay. Hi everyone. I hope you guys can like see this well. Should be working fine, right? So there are two things that I would like to do right now. Wait, isn't it a bit like loud? Let's turn that down a bit. Okay. So as I was saying, I'm looking to continue the work that I was doing on the programming language design abstract, and also continue some work on the Odin schematic editor that we were working on last time. Wait, yeah, okay. So yeah, so just a quick update on what I did after the last stream. Let me just go back to projects. Where the hell did we? Okay. Projects, abstract, schematic. Okay. So. Oh no, not this one. So I did like some quick changes here, mainly just some like aesthetics to the key shortcuts for the different modes to be consistent to match each other. And I did this release on GitHub. Let me see if I could like bring it up to the front. Where the hell is it? Huh? Is that it? Yeah, I think that's it. Okay, so here it is. I don't know if you guys could see it that well or not. So this is the GitHub for the project, and I made a release, like a kind of an alpha release here. Here are like all of the shortcuts for different modes and what they do or not. And here's the compiled binary with the asset library. So that's what I did when it comes to this. Okay, so Gemini, turn that off. Let's get rid of that. Wait, did I just see Steam? Oh, it's the graphics paper. Okay. Anyhow, so what are we gonna do today? Why does it show me that there are two people watching but nobody's actually interacting? What the hell is that? Wait. Okay, so that's something. That's the other. Yep, so all of this should be fine, I can presume. So here's the thing. What I want to do here is like I've like been using this utility for parsing the symbols, or like not utility, function for parsing symbols. And basically what it goes is a very dumb way of like, hey, if it's an alphabetical, okay, then just like figure out if it's a number or a negative sign or like a decimal or whatever, and then you could like parse the number and add it to the array, and then here if it's like if it's an alpha, then this is the name of the symbol. And like this is basically because like the symbols files are very basic, so it just starts with the name. You open some curly brackets, and for each line you ignore the white spaces, and you could just like, hey, this is an xy coordinate. 2 means that this is a line, and here this is the thickness of the line. Okay, but what I want to achieve would be something like this, basically. Like for example, BGT would be a symbol of like a line from -50 to negative like 25, as if like in here, for example. So, and then we could ignore this, like this is a line, okay. And also we could look, hey, I wanna do a circle that's on this position, and the radius something like this. Okay, all right. So it could be something like that, or it could be like something like, hey, I want a triangle, and I want to get like, hey, like something like this. Okay, so this doesn't make sense anymore. Here, circle, a line, here, this would be a triangle. Okay, and the reason why is that I want to like have these primitives like these ones. Like you could have a point. You could have a point isn't really a primitive. A point like is a coordinate struct, but you can have a line. You can have a triangle. You can have a rectangle. What else? You could have a circle. What's gonna be okay? Position. This is gonna be a point. Okay. Something like this. What the hell? An identifier. What? Oh. Okay. So like this is gonna have like a center, and we're gonna have a radius. That's gonna be an F32. And what else? Oh yeah. Like we could also like have like an arc. What else? A circle, a rectangle, a triangle, round with rectangle. rounded rectangle. Like we might have what? So align. Hmm. Hmm. I don't know. Should we like have them like the primitives all be a like having them all be fills or lines? Hmm. This one is hmm. Sure, this one is not good. Okay. We might have like line. Yeah, that one is gonna be hard for sure. It's like this is gonna be like points, gonna be a slice of points and a thickness. Hmm. Yeah. Hmm. Okay. So, wow. Hmm. Hmm. Okay. Hmm. What else? Actually, we could like look at the Raylib documentation to see like what are the primitives that it supports. Ah, fix. We can. So align. What's align? Ah, wait. It's align string. Ah, wait. I want to try this. Let's get here and like. Huh. Like way before everything here, let's have how does line strip? So it takes vector to pointer points, point count, color. Okay, so let's see. L row line Okay, so it's gonna, yeah. Okay. Okay, so let's see. Hmm. Gonna be like, okay. And that would be a, okay, wait. Okay, and we're gonna have like 50, 0. We're gonna have like a 12 point, nope. Oh wait. That's gonna be 62.5 and 12.5. And then we're gonna have like that's kind of 75, 75, and no, maybe 70. Let's add like maybe 87.5 and negative 12.5. Ah, okay. Types the point. Oh, hmm. How to like, wait, how to get this from Odin? Like how to turn a slice? Okay. Wait, wait, wait. Wait, can I like do something like this? Oh, it works. Okay, so what the hell? Wait, do you guys see it? Why is it? What the hell is it? Okay. Well, wait. That doesn't make any bloody fucking sense. What the... What the bloody hell is that? Okay, so that's gonna be 100 and 100, 100. Okay, so that's gonna be 200, 100. Okay, let's make just a symbol like square or something like that. 200, 200. Okay, so 100, 100, 100, like 200 and 100, 100, 200, 100, and 200. Okay, so okay. Huh. Wait, is it like, is it expecting like, okay, so this would be this, and this would be this. So this would be the first line, this would be the second line, and this would be the third line. And if I'm correct, then this is how it should be. Right? Let's see. How are we doing? Hey man, not cool. Really not cool. Okay, so oh wait, okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so we need to update this here. 3 and 8. Right? What the hell, man? Like 200 and 100, like 200. Why? Why is it looking like that? Ah, wait. So draw line strip, it takes like pointer to the points, the number of count, and it says that's gonna draw line sequence. Is it? Hmm. Okay, so you know what? Let's do it like. Hmm. Okay, so why isn't it? Hmm. Why the hell is it? Is it skipping? Okay, now I'm intrigued about why that's not working. You know what? We could still do this here. Let's go here. Okay, so I'm not sure. Multi-pointers and other way to describe points. See, like pointers which act like arrays. Pointer that map multiple type. The multi-pointer key by zero value is okay. So I'm supposed to be doing it right. Okay, so you know what? Let's try and do this. Okay, and now it's gone. Why the hell is that? Hmm. Okay, so just try to go with it. So what does cubic? Okay, takes points. So it wants the thick, and that would be 6. So hold on. What? That's throwing the same thing? Huh? Eh? Huh? Why is this? Huh? Okay, now I'm confused. Oh wait, there's still. And 100, 100, 100, 100. Okay. Hmm. Okay, what the hell makes this not work? Like, what? You're just playing quadratic base, minimum 3 points. Oh. Oh. Oh, okay. Wait. So let's see. So if I did this, what was this right now? So it needs like a control point in the middle. So here, let's say we have this, and we're gonna have like this. This should give us like a semi-arc like structure, because like we'd be doing something basically equivalent to this. Where's the pen? So here's the thing. We're drawing in this window like that. So this would be like 100x and 100y. So if we then, because quadratic Bezier, like it needs like something like this. It needs like 0, 0.1, and then like a control point here. Okay, so and then it goes something like this. Okay, so what we're gonna do is like we're gonna have, hey, a 0.1, a control point 1 here, gonna be 0.0, and here is gonna be 0.1, and we're gonna expect it to like do something like this. Right? Okay, so let's see and try it. Why? So, okay, for people who might not be seeing this, so we're like, where's the bed? So we want points. So we want 0.1 control. What the hell? Like, why isn't this working? But that's like point one. Or as it's written. Right? Point. Okay, so but also like why? Oh wait. Yeah. Uh, yeah. So was I the idiot here or just oh it's still working. Okay. Sorry. Mm-hmm. Okay, so yeah, that's working. So I think if we go back to these points, that's gonna be 8. But why did it not like make an error? Okay. Well, but like what the other line? Row line strip, right? Ah, it doesn't have the thickness bar. Okay, so it's supposed to be, but it's just like gonna be just drawing it like here. Okay, so all of these are working. Okay, so I wanna like uh, point one control point two. Hello, hello. What a what a name, man. How's it going? So yep, it's gonna be here and hmm. You know what? Like good, good, good. Yeah, so I started by saying that I wanna like add some features, but right now I'm fucking like focusing on like playing. Yeah, yes I am. لو بتتكلم عربي اكتب عربي وهرد بالعربي عادي. It's no problem. You know what, like, let's get rid of all of this shit. Okay, I wanna just see this. Let's... Nope. Wait a minute. So... Fine. Yep. And we're gonna have the thickness to be like also R4, just to distinguish. انا شغال على schematic editor. السكيماتيك اديتور ده هو مين؟ هو انت عمر رهاب؟ كون عمر رهاب. anyhow انا شغال على سكيماتيك اديتور بنرسم عليه سيركت دايجرامز للناس اللي عايزة تستخدمه في رسم السيركتس زي رزافي اللي بننشرها بقى سواء في بيبرز او سلايدز او كده يعني. ده اللي انا بعمله في شوية كده. ممكن ابقى ايه بنشتغل على programming language design او حاجة زي كده. اوكي. hold it. Uh-huh. Roll line. Lytics for circuit. لا خالص. هي بس بص الحاجات اللي انا بعملها ديت ده كله بس ايه يعني. ده السيركت دايجرام اللي بيديسكرايب الايه السيمبل نفسه. بس انا كنت عامله يعني simplistic قوي، بس عبارة عن شوية points بتديسكرايب اللاينز اللي بتعمل اللي بتعمل الايه اللي بتعمل السيمبلز اللي احنا بنرسمها. تمام. بس الفكرة بقى ان انا عايز ادي اتاحة لليوزر ان هو يستخدم اشكال بتبقى كومبلكس بقى فيها ارك او اليبس، او ان هو عايز يعمل سيركل او عايز يعمل تراينجل او ريكتانجل او اي حاجة يعني هو عايز يعملها في الديزاين بتاع السيمبل يعني. ما يبقاش انا اللي بقعد اعملها له، اديله الاريحية وهو يديزاين السيمبلز بتاعته. تمام. فالفكرة هم. الفكرة ايه بقى؟ الفكرة ان انا دلوقتي بتراي الفانكشنز بتاعت اللايبرري اللي اسمها laylib عشان اشوف هي بتتعامل ازاي مع اللاينز، لان هي فيها حاجات الاي بي اي بتاعتها فيها حاجات من زمان قوي يعني. فين بس احنا عايزين نشوف اللي هو درو فين اه اوكي. درو لاين بيزي، لا درو ريكتانجل، درو بولي، درو سبلاين. ايوه هو راح فين؟ كوادراتيك واحد. بس كده المفروض ده كده. اوكي عودن كومبايل يا عم الحاج. اوكي. هم. بس هو هنا اه هو هنا طلع. اوكي. اوكي طب عشان الناس بس تشوف هو كده تمام ماشي. ده الكوادراتيك. طيب لو قلنا احنا عايزين نعمل ارك بالمناسبة، بس يعني خلينا نكل الكود بارت ده عشان ايه الناس تشوف الفكرة بتاعت السوفت وير يعني. ليه مش ظاهر عندنا كام فيور هنا؟ تشيك. اوه طب حلو، احنا عندنا كذا فيور على يوتيوب زيكم. ماشي، انا خلينا ران الاب. ده السكيماتيك اديت. تمام. ممكن نوبن ات كده. فهي الفكرة ان انا ايه بسمح ان اوكي ماشي. انا ضربت فايل من الفايلات بتاعت ايوه عشان انا لعبت هنا عكيت الدنيا. ماشي. اها اوكي ماشي تمام. فالفكرة ايه بقى؟ ان انا عامل سكيماتيك اديتور زي كده. ممكن ادروب السيمبل ده. ممكن ان انا اقول ايه لا انا عايز اروتيت. اوكي ممكن ان انا لا انا عايز افليب vertically او horizontally، او ان انا اجرب سيمبلز تانية. تمام. وهكذا. طبعا السيمبلز دي كلها شكلها زي الزفت خالص لان انا كنت عاملها ايه بسرعة بس كده اللي هو اي حاجة تشغل الدنيا يعني. بس يعني anyhow يعني الكونسبت في الليلة دي كلها مثلا ان انا عندي اهو devices زي كده اهو. مثلا هاجي اعمل ده horizontal flip. تمام. اهوت واحدة horizontal flip كمان. ماشي. ونبدأ بقى ايه wiring هكذا بنفس الطريقة دي. كليك بيعلق. تمام. فهي دي الفكرة الايه السكيماتيك دايجرام ده. بس الفكرة ايه بقى؟ انا عايز طبعا السيمبلز دي بالنسبة لي شكلها زبالة قوي. تمام. ف anyhow كده كده انا يعني لما افاينلايز الشكل احسن شوية هحسن شكل السيمبلز ده عشان انا بالنسبة لي دي شكلها معفن جدا يعني. تمام. وانا اصلا بقى من الحاجات عندي يبقى شكلها زي ايه. راح فين؟ راح فين؟ خلينا مثلا نيجي هنا نقول ايه سيركت اي حاجة. انت ايه ده؟ هو ده بيجيب كده ليه؟ ايه images wait. ماشي يعني ده كده. لا تمام. ايه ده؟ هو ليه ما السكيماتيك مش واضح ليه؟ بين anyway. فده ده الشكل بتاع السكيماتيك يعني اللي احنا متعودين عليه من الكينج الحاج رزافي. ترانزستورز شكلها كويس كده، يعني شكل السكيماتيك بيبقى نضيف، نقدر ان احنا نقعد نعمل عليه انوتيشن، ندرو عليه، نببلش في بيبر، نعمل اي حاجة يعني. فده ده الكونسبت يعني بتاع الايه، آه بتاع الشكل السكيماتيك اللي انا هبقى عايزه في الاخر. فطبعا زي ما انت شايف هنا بقى كده، عشان ارسم ترانزستور ده، فيا اما يعني ده يا اما يتعبر عنه بان هو ريكتانجل كده تمام، له اريا معينه، او ان هو لاين وله ايه ثيكنس معينه. طبعا اللاينز ديت الثيكنس بتاعتها اقل من اللاينز ديت. ده هنا تراينجل اهوت، فلازم نقدر نرسمه. وهكذا يعني، حاجات زي ايه، حاجات على نفس المنوال ده. ليه مش هتستخدم ال AI؟ عشان انا عايز اتعلم. بلس ال AI مش احسن حاجة في الدنيا لو انت عايز حاجة specific. مش احسن حاجة لو انت بتتعامل مع جرافيكس او حاجات هتبقى performance intensive، لان انا مش عايز اقعد اعمل حاجات وفي الاخر الاقي البرنامج بيهنج وكده. غير كده ال AI مش حاجة حلوة يعني. ال AI ممكن استخدمه في شوية حاجات، اللي هو بسيرش على حاجة، بكتب حاجة. بس لو انت عايز تتعلم، لو انت عايز تبقى كمان فترة قليلة تبقى انت ايه يعني، في هاير ليفل عن ان الناس اصلا اللي بتقولك الاي اي هياخد ال الشغل بتاع الناس والحاجات ديت، يعني ايه، مش هتنفع نفسك في الاخر. لان انت في ريسيرش طلع من MIT بيقول لك ان الكوجنيتيف ابيليتيز بتاعت الناس اللي بتستخدم الاي اي بتديكلاين. يعني قدرتك حتى على التفكير او ان انت تفهم الحاجه بتديكلاين. فهمك للحاجه اصلا ما بيحصلش، لان انت اوريدي ما عملتهاش فانت ما بتفهمهاش. دي حاجه. الحاجه التانية ان الذاكره بتاعتك بتبدا تنزل هي كمان. يعني انت تخيل انت في وضع دلوقتي احنا معظم الناس بومباردد، او يعني بيتم دعسها بسبب كثرة الحاجات الشورتس بتاعت يوتيوب واسمه ايه ده، يوتيوب وتيك توك وفيسبوك والحاجات دي. فانت اوريدي الاتنشن سبان بتاعتك، بدل ما كانت زمان الاتنشن سبان كانت بتبقى 3 ساعات واكتر، دلوقتي الاتنشن سبان ماكسيمم من 5 ل10 دقائق. فانت اوريدي الناس اساسا مخها بيحصل لها حاجه بداوا يسموها دلوقتي بالبرين روتنج او تعفن المخ، اللي انت خلاص مخك ده بقى ايه، لا مؤاخذه فرد الجزمه كده، شراب معفن جوه عمال يتهز وخلاص كده في الحته الفاضيه دي. فهي مش ناقصه يعني ايه تستخدم الاي اي اللي هو اصلا يعني مش على قدر ما الشركات بتقول عليه ان هو ذكي. يعني هو اصلا حاجه كده اللي هو ايه، انا عملت، كان واحد من مشاريع التخرج بتاعتي كان ان انا بنعمل اي اي مودلز. الناس اللي بتقول لك الاي اي ده هي ريبليس اي حد، الناس دي ما عملتش حاجه مفيده في حياتها. بلس الاي اي ده متعلم من ناس انا شايف ان الريزلتس بتاعتها حاجه زي الزفت. يعني معلش انا ويندوز عندي بيهنج على توب اند سبيك، الفايل اكسبلورر بيهنج بيكراش الويندوز بحاله، بيخليني اضطر ان انا ريستارت الابلكيشن. لدرجه ان مايكروسوفت بتقول لك ايه، احنا عشان نخلي لك الفايل اكسبلورر يفتح بسرعه احنا هنبدا نلوده والكمبيوتر بيفتح في الباك جراوند. اللي هو ليه ما تفهمش. فالناس دي اصلا يعني مش قدوه ان انت لا تتعلم منهم ولا ان انت تتعلم من اي اي يتعلم منهم. فيعني ايه دول يعني، جيبهم كده في بوتقه وكبريت على الناس اللذيذه دي كلها يعني. حاجه حاجه تحرق الدم والله. anyhow، احنا كنا فين؟ فتحتوني فرانت والله يا شباب. آه exit. اوكي طيب. آه buffer closed. ماشي طيب. طيب احنا عندنا دلوقتي ايه بقى؟ احنا عندنا، ماشي طب مش معنى من ده، ايه ده انا مسحته؟ لا هنا اهو. فاحنا عندنا سباين. اوكي عندنا سباين. تمام. اوكي ايه اه check collisions اوكي ماشي. آه... ماشي فاحنا عندنا splines، ماشي عندنا polygons، اوكي عندنا triangle، عندنا rectangle، عندنا ring lines اللي هو الcircles اللي هي زي الرينجز، عندنا ellipses اوكي، عندنا circles بكذا مود ان احنا نعملها، عندنا السيركل لاين حواليها. ها rather than use schematic editors just for fun, or there are some features that KiCad. Okay, so I'm not building a new schematic editor to replace like the ones used for schematic circuit entry. I'm using one that will replace, you know, the diagram editors like Microsoft Visio, like Draw.io, or like Lucid Charts. Basically ones that we use to like create circuit schematics for like educational purposes, like something like this. See? I think if zoomed in here, like something like this, where you need like a very good quality of the illustrations that you're having for educational purposes, or sharing it for a white paper or a research, or like slides for the students or something like that. So I'm not like doing, because like the professional schematic editors are they're already that good. The graphics are horrible, by the way, but they're mainly like ran in Linux, and they're not really, we don't really like. It would be very nice to have a good one. Like Altium is a good one, but Altium for chip design is horrible. But generally, while you're designing chips, the last thing that you care about is like how pretty your circuit diagram is. But when you're sharing something for the purposes of educational content, you need it to be clear, precise, to be able to like convey the ideas that you want in the best way. So that's why I'm doing it. Okay, you gotta excuse me for like 5 minutes, guys. I gotta like have a quick break. Okay, we are back. Yep. Hello, hello, hello. How are you guys doing? Okay, where are we? Yep, where were we? Okay, so here, no, and let's get this. Let's get that. Okay, so okay, so here, buffer close. The types. So basically the types, like the primitives that we're gonna use are like, you're gonna have a line, you're gonna have a triangle, a rectangle, a circle, an arc, a rounded rectangle, a spline. What else do we have here? So line, circle. Oh, ellipse. Do we need ellipses? Wait, what's the difference between us? Like, oh, no, but we have like circle lines here. So here's the center, the radius, the color. So what's the difference between this and this one? Like, center. Oh, 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 oh. Wait. Uh, ring. Nope, no examples. Huh. Okay. So we have circles, we have rings, we have rectangles, we have rectangle rounded. Okay. Triangles. What's a triangle fan? What the hell is that? Okay, so here's our first. Wait, my friend. Our first ban is deserved, my guy. Welcome, welcome. These fucking bots. Viewers, I don't want any of your fucking cheap viewers. I want you to fucking go fuck away from my stream. Okay? Yep. Go to hell. Let's get back. Huh. Okay. Yep. Nice. Yep. Okay, so where's the bloody thing? Okay, so line segment point evaluation function given what the hell? Check. Okay, so those splines. I think a spline would need like a type something. Whoa. Whoa. Is it this? How long have I like 250? Nice. Okay, so where were we? A spline. So nope. Uh-huh. طيب. يا مسهل يا رب. Aside from the primitive, we would need to know if there they are a hill or a line. They are a fill or a line. Okay. طيب انتوا ايه رأيكم يا شباب؟ Are the people on YouTube like listening from the Middle East or Arabic countries, or like are you guys speaking English? I don't know like how to address you. Like here it's like showing me like there's one Twitch viewer, 3 YouTube viewers, but I don't see any of you guys here. Yeah, currently no one is watching on YouTube. Why the hell is it giving me like wait, okay. I could like find yep, here it is. The chat, the event feed, and someone in their info or something. Actions, platforms, streaming apps. What else? Okay. What the hell is that? Okay, now that's something that I do not understand. But okay. Anyhow, that's not for me to. Okay. Okay. Uh. Mm, mm. Okay. Nice. Now we could. Okay. Okay. Hey. Wait. Okay, so well, the primitives. Hmm. اه ده دي هنظبطها ازاي؟ دي هنظبطها ازاي؟ انا مش عارف اسيب الثيكنس هنا اصلا ولا لا. آه. آه. مم. يعني انا ممكن في الاول اخليها ايه؟ آه. primitive primitive type. تمام. primitive type ده ممكن يبقى line, triangle, rectangle, circle, arc. Rounded rectangle, polygon, spline. Okay. Polygon. Okay. Primitive type. Okay. So where were we? Mm-hmm. This. Okay. Hmm. That would be done. So okay, let's go one by one here. Triangle, it needs 3 points. Okay, let's get rid of the thickness or whatever that it is. Uh, Wait, is that how we write angle? Because I know I'm like terrible with like that is the oh yep. Okay, so okay. Huh. Okay. Ah. Oh, I rounded right. So a circle. Radius and a color. Okay. Hmm. Okay. So like for example, this could be like this. So these are gonna be points. This 32. I was gonna have like uh color and the color. Huh. Fender. Okay, so yep. Sorry. Well, and hello, hello. أهلا مين على يوتيوب. Huh. So I can go through everything like this. Uh, huh. Okay, so how are we gonna do this? How should I just like make all the all the primitives and add all the data inside the structs, or like should I just factor out all the or should I factor out all the all of the common ones, like the color, the thickness of the lines. Actually, I don't know, like, huh. 'Cause, like, some of them would have like a fill color, a fill color, or and a stroke color, or no color. Yeah. I started streaming at a really shitty time here in Egypt, and also for overseas. I have like streamed like 4 or 5 hours earlier. You know what? Like, let's just like, first of all, let's add it. So this would be here. Now the rest. Well, gonna be an enum. Yeah, it's gonna be a. I'd be tempted to abstract at the component level, so more of the draw capacitor, and then just directly calls the RL draw command without needing abstraction of the line and stuff. Well, it's not really an abstraction. Okay, so if you think of it here, let me give you an example. That's something that I actually do, because like this is if you look at this is like the basic primitive types, not really the the components, but you need to give the user a way to define a new component. Okay, so for example, here's the symbol types, like no, not this one, no, but here, like, we have a symbol, we have a wire, like, and all of these are going to be like some sort of a combination between the previous types. Also, there's like an instance type, because like you may have a symbol as a like the model in the library, but you don't have the position where you're going to be drawing it at. So here you have like a symbol instance or a wire instance, and then you have symbol instance, a drawable instance, which could be a symbol or a wire, which depends also. Like, you gotta make abstractions at different levels of the hierarchy. Yeah, exactly, for users to be able to define their own symbols. Because where is that? Like, there's a lot of different things, especially if you're doing something that people are gonna be using it in research. For example, even the normal MOSFET, like, we draw it in a multitude of ways. So there's like the very simple way, which is like we only draw it like this. This doesn't even like matter if it's an NMOS device, okay, or a PMOS device. Okay, this is usually, we use it when we're like when we're representing the transistor as just a switch. Like, I have an element in the circuit that could like pass current or turn it off. Okay, in digital we usually like draw something like this, but this would denote the NMOS. Okay, but if you added like a bubble here at the gate, then this is a PMOS. Okay, but in analog, these doesn't serve us right, because we're not using it as a switching device. So it matters which orientation you're using it in. So here, if you got something like this with the arrow here, I know that, hey, this is like this is the source. Okay, the physical device is like symmetrical, but the source means like, hey, if I saw a load like this here, this, like, right away I know this configuration. because the output here is connected to the source and the input is connected to the gate. Okay, then I know that this is like a voltage follower or a buffer stage. It amplifies the current but leaves the voltages the same. So you need like, and also like people are like coming up with all sorts of different types of MOSFETs. So this is like, in discrete electronics, we don't even draw the exact same devices this way, like we draw it this way. So that would be the gate, and you draw it like something like this. Why? Because like this type is called an enhancement mode MOSFET. Okay. And depending on the orientation of the wires, like if you did the bulk like that, it defines the type. If you did the other way, it defines the other type. So you need to give the user like the flexibility to do their own stuff. And also it gives me flexibility to create good looking symbols for the user. So that's something that I want to look at. Okay, so what else? Yeah. So I'm gonna be like, I don't want to overthink it at the beginning here. I'm just like gonna, hey, drop in for everything and drop in the data that would be needed. So this is a line. Ignore this. Let's go triangle. V1, V2, V3, and a color. Okay. Still don't know what the hell is that. Okay, but anyway, we could like try it later. So a triangle would be like, hey, 3 points and a color. Shows a color filled triangle. Yep. And the triangle line. Whoa, 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 whoa. Come here, my man. Yep. And this one. And the vertices. Counterclockwise order. Anyhow. So we will need to have 3 vertices here and a color. We're gonna have here a solid gradient. Okay, so okay, now we're gonna have here. Do we have a gradient build triangle? No. No, we don't. Why? That's weird. Okay, so we will not need a fill type. Rectangle, we're gonna need a color. We can also think of some matting for the struct data members. Okay, so okay, what else? Okay, we're gonna need a fill type. That's gonna be a fill type. Okay. Color, stroke, color. Okay, so we have the fill type, we have the fill color, we have the fill stroke. Okay. Huh. What else could we do? Hmm. Okay. So it's gonna be like this is gonna be very flexible, but it's also gonna be very hmm, very sus. So let's okay. So ah, I'm thinking. Okay, center radius. Yeah, to hell is that right? Hmm. Okay. Color and color. Hmm. We're gonna Sharing. Okay. Operating. Position size. Oh yeah, why the hell is that? Uh, color. Uh, 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 so اهلا 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 بالناس اللي على اليوتيوب. هلو. Okay. Very indescriptive name. Using that. Uh-oh. Nope. Okay. Yep. Uh, what the hell? What do you mean dyslexic doesn't exist? What the hell is that? I was dyslexia and realized my abject horror that the common definition of dyslexia is completely incoherent and disconnected. Dyslexia is the inability to distinguish between sounds and words. Oh, come on. This is like, okay. I'll read that later. Huh? Okay. Okay. So, so abstract, right? And using data, data. Whoa. Yeah. Ah. Ah. Okay. Uh-huh. Data. It. data. Okay. Okay. Mm. What is that? Hmm. Okay. Wait, where the hell did my... Oh... Whoa, 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 whoa. Wait. Wait. Is like... Okay, I think I've been like... Damn. Yeah, I think I've been... Like, my camera's been dead for a long... Yeah, so... That's why... Yeah, that's why a lot of people aren't having fun doing this shit. Okay, so... Let's turn that down. Let's turn that up. And... We should... Huh. Oh yeah, because like... Exit. Yep. Yep. Okay, so... Wow. So I've been like down all of this time and none of you guys like told me anything. Why? Why didn't you guys like tell me that like my camera's down? Whoa. That's probably why a lot of people were getting out, because like they weren't seeing me like talking or doing anything. Let's turn the music down a bit. Yeah. Well, hello. Someone's watching on Twitch. How's your day going? And the cards. Well, yeah, it could be like it, yeah, some people do it, but like I usually have my camera stream working. That's why like you could see uh the what the chat overlay like on top of my head right here. That's why it's here. So yeah, and a lot of people like would like to see like someone like talking to them, like kind of communicating with them, or like describing to them like why are they doing the things they're doing basically. Yeah, but you could have told me, man. Why didn't you? Let me hanging here like a clown for all of this time. My lips are so fucking dry. I need to apply some like moisturizer or something. Yeah. Okay, so what the hell am I doing right now? So we have the stroke data, we have the fill and stroke data, and now stroke and fill data. Can I add like this? Oh no, it would like mess up the. Yeah, the hell with that. Uh-huh. You know what? I could just like copy it. Yep. Uh-huh. Yeah. Uh, okay, so we having this. Mm. Nope, that's gonna be a stroke. So okay, so I think an arc is also gonna be a stroke. Why does it not have that here? Okay. An arc is gonna be a stroke. Yep, same for the spline. I don't know. Someone just say something or something. Nope. A polygon should be. Okay. Hmm. Wait, it doesn't even make sense to like have a fill stroke data because like here's my understanding of a ring. It's like as described here, a ring is something like here. Look at this. Draw a color. No, not a rectangle. A ring. Okay, so a ring here, it draws a ring. Okay. What's the number of segments? I don't know. And also you have ring lines, which is what the hell exactly? So is it like so, okay, so let me think of that. So what I'm thinking of is that like rings might be drawing something like this. Hey, imagine if we have a circle that's like shaded or something like that. And then like you draw this is like, hey, this is the inner radius, and there's like something like this. This is the outer radius, and basically what happens is I made that so big, didn't I? Okay, something like this, and then the rest is filled. Something like this. This is what I believe like rings are. I need to like try them first. Our left curves are discretized, split into a bunch of straight lines. So how many straight segments are used to define the curve? Which curve? You mean the circle? Or the rings? Or like you're talking about splines or what? Because I think it's gonna depend on the resolution. Because like if you imagine like doing something that is that have a small radius or like not that big on the screen, like a circle like this, if you make it of triangles that like, hey, let's imagine that we have like 6 triangles here. This is gonna be like enough resolution here so that you won't like recognize the like the edges at the outline, but like imagine a big circle like this and like you like kind of defining it like this way, then yeah, like that's gonna be one hell of a rectangle that you're describing, right? So I think it's gonna be a parametric thing that depends on like the number of the size of the circle. So the bigger the circle becomes or the bigger the curve becomes, the higher the number of segments that you're gonna use to define it, or the tighter the corners that they're taking. So for example, if you have a spline that's going this way, it's gonna be very different from a spline that's going, hey, this way. Like you gotta have a lot of segments here to like define the curves. But it will also depend on the size of the thing you're drawing. But this is not like inherently a thing to Raylib. All graphics libraries, like at the end of the day, even lines are not made by lines. Like lines are divided into triangles. Like here, you have, hey, I have a line here that is like 2 pixels width. They're gonna go, hey, I have this first line here and this other one, and I now split like the line into 2 triangles. Oh, 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 oh. Okay. That's the number of segments. Oh, I thought you were asking. Okay, that makes more sense. Sorry, started like mambling. Okay, so the number of segments here is the number of segments that's describing the circle. Okay, okay, okay. Yep, that makes sense. But I don't think like, yeah, I don't think I want to like have this thing exposed to the user. Like this is gonna be like a private thing. Yeah, I just want the user to like do something like this. So then rings are just like the circle outlines. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, that makes sense. Okay. So basically, this is gonna be the arc. Okay. Oh, it started. Yeah. And this needed. Uh, oh yeah. Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah, I get you now. So it just has like an inner radius and an outer radius. Or angle and end angle. Yeah, but like I want to like use it for the arc. So I could just like have it for where the user like where the user could just tell me the arc they want to draw and I then convert it to rings because they're basically like at the end of the day like both of them are like the exact same thing inherently. It's just one draws the like if you're thinking about a ring, you have an inner radius and an outer radius, which is just another way from saying, hey, I have a like an arc here that I want to draw, right? And this arc has some sort of thickness, right? That's a nice road. Okay. I don't know why, but like I'm not the fastest thing today. I want to go to sleep, but I also oh yeah, that would make sense then. Sorry, the arc doesn't. Yeah, yeah, I know. This is why I said that like arcs and rings are basically the same thing. It's like, hey, I could just define the center and like define the start and the end angle, but like an arc for me, like conceptually, when you think of an arc, you think of like the middle line and the thickness. But a ring, you think of like the inner radius and the outer radius, like you said, the donut shape. So yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna like waste time on that. So I think we're gonna need like a rounded. Where's the hell it is? rectangle around it. Also, we're gonna need float roundness. Okay. Why not the arc? Okay. Okay. So a polygon, we're gonna have like center and number of sides, and also I hate when this fucking cursor disappears. Okay, so here it is. Center, number of sides, the radius. Oh yeah, and rotation and the color. So here, let's see. Enter number E of sides. What else? Radius station. $32. Okay. So radius, rotation, and the rest is handled by the thing. Okay, center and sides, radius, rotation, all of the colors and all of that. Okay. Oh, the parser is gonna be one hell of a fucking parser, isn't it? Okay, rectangle, thing, circle. Oh no, there's the, oh yeah, that's it. Ah. Okay, so circle sector. What is that called? There's a name for the pie chart. Oh, it's a sector. Shit. Shit. Yeah. Uh yeah. Hell. That one hell of a nice thing. Wait. Hmm. Okay. An angle. Number of segments is gonna be like a constant that I'm gonna be uh multiplying by the radius. Or by the radius square. there's gonna be a shitload of optimization happening after I allow user to do all of that. But hey, at least I'm learning a lot about like how to structure an architecture. Like the main thing for me here, despite wanting to go to sleep, is that I'm learning about how to architecture something from the user's side of the user's point of view, and then from my own point of view as a programmer, to combine them both for something that's gonna be good for the user and is gonna be good for me. Yeah. And when I'm finished, there's gonna be one hell of a thing. Wait, how long have you got? Have we streamed? Oh, it's 2.5 hours. Yeah, I think I'm gonna like drop out right now. Yeah, that was enough. Okay, have a good day, everyone. Like, we'll continue like maybe at the end of tomorrow, which is like here. It's today, but like I think I'm gonna be like streaming late at night. So see you later, guys.